Today on the channel, Adventurous Ones, we are back with more comic book goodness. And in this box is our haul from ABX Comics Games down in Augusta, Georgia for the month of June. Welcome to the Comic Book Review Show. It's time we get started. Welcome back, Adventurous Ones, for a brand new episode of the Comic Book Review. I'm your host, as always, sweaty as hell and living like we are in hell. The master of all multiverses, and the reason why they've turned into absolute and total shitfest. That's right, yours truly, Joseph Michaels, the Adventurous Joe, at your services. And I gotta tell you right now, this is one massive haul for the month of June. Now, it's mostly because we've got some comics that were miniseries finishing off, some new ones that we're starting, and so on and so forth. So let's get through the month of June's comic haul from ABX Comics and Games. First things first. Oh boy, Paul really taped this sucker up. Oh boy. Let's get that all undone. Okay. Wow. Paul, you really outdid yourself on this one. Holy mother. And there we go. And there we go. Oh, that was part. Oh, never mind. That was part of my. I was like, oh, oh. Oh, he went too far. Okay, yeah, we're gonna, here, let go. Thank you. Here, you hold this. And you hold this. And you go over there. Ow, that hurt like hell. I think I just twisted my thumb. Ooh, that hurt like hell. Drop that sucker down and boom. Okay, first of all, we're going to get through right here. Okay, now as always, Paul packs in my receipt in one of the comics and stuff, along with a copy of everything I'm supposed to have for the month, for that month's haul. So we're going to take that out of there right now. Come on. Oh, all right. Wants to be stubborn. There. And then reveal what comic we got. Dork, issue number 5. Now this series has been an amazing one and stuff, and fun to read. I mean, yes, it's got a lot of goriness and violence to it and everything. Mostly because this little guy Dork, he has this magic shield that, you know, has a violent streak to it. I mean, literal violent streak. And it tries to keep him in check sometimes because it takes over Dork's personality, and he will become as violent as the shield he's wielding and stuff. Great series, by the way. Anyways, next one is Mask, issue number 1. Energon Universe, look out. Mobile Armored Strike Command is now in effect. And I gotta tell you right now, this has been an amazing thing coming and stuff. But a lot of people aren't too thrilled with the whole idea that Matt Tracker is black. And on top of that, it's going into the Energon universe when Simon Furman was already doing this in IDW's Transformers run. So it's like, I don't know. But some people are okay with it. Others are like, you know, excited for it. And the other ones, not so much. Yeah. The racist comments love to come out in full force, to the point that Skybound actually started banning those people from commenting, or blocking, if you will. Anyways, we got G.I. Joe, issue number 329. Holy mother of God. American Hero is almost to 400 issues already. Good Lord. Getting up there. And we got the final issue of Rat City. An amazingly good series. I love it. If you love Spider-Man 2099 back in the 90s and stuff like that, this is the one you want to be reading for Spawn. Because this is the future Spawn, just like Spider-Man 2099. And he has the abilities of Spawn and everything else in between, but he also has futuristic tech he uses. It's cool stuff. It's an amazingly cool series. Sad to see it end at issue 25, but it still was an amazingly good series. And speaking of miniseries, here is the Masters of the Universe prequel story called The Wings of Fate. And it's basically a story talking about while Adam was missing all those years and stuff like that from Eternia, that they went through all sorts of hardships, battling Skeletor and his minions as they're taking over Eternia slowly but surely. And yeah, it's so far been an amazingly good thing to start things off with. So I can't wait to read the first issue, because a friend of mine and I call him my boss at the same time, Masters of the Mini Comics and stuff, is thinking about doing voiceovers for this one as well. So yeah, we'll see. Anyways, we got Absolute Batman issue number 21. Two-Face. Yup. Bruce's friend Harvey Dent has become Two-Face. And you got Bane to thank for this crap. Absolute Flash is continuing his fight with Gorilla Grodd in the Absolute Universe. And Absolute Green Arrow issue number 2. Holy God. The first issue was so good. I mean, seriously, it was so good. I said, I gotta keep up with this. I love the Absolute comics and stuff. So this is gonna be pretty good. And already issue 1 just got it off to a great start. Now, we're gonna put this aside. If it falls in, it falls in. It's just my garbage sack, so it doesn't matter. Now, we're going to take out the next batch of comics and see what we got from the next batch. And speaking of comics, Paul, what happened to my cover E for Mask? Was that part of those blind bag things and stuff, and that's why I didn't get that one, or did I miss the order date on that one? Let me know. Anyways, we also got Justice League Unlimited, issue number 20. God, hard to believe it's already up to issue 20. I mean, it went through an amazing change ever since Absolute Power ended and stuff. And Void Rivals, that's another one in the Energon universe that just continues to get better and better with every story arc. I mean, and on top of that, bringing in Transformers that we all know and love, like Hot Rod, Springer. You know, it's awesome stuff. Anyways, we got Ultimate Universe finale. This is the big goodbye to the Ultimate Universe. Apparently, they defeat the Maker. Something's going to happen to change everything. Will they be able to coexist? Will they be able to fight the bad guys in their universe, without any more interference from the bad guy, the people that were once considered good guys in our universe turned bad guys in this universe? Yeah, it's the big finale to it all. And speaking of Ultimate Impact Reborn, issue number 2. Now, this series has been an interesting one because there's some strange things taking place with these characters that some are from the Ultimate Universe and some are starting to bleed into our universe. So, yeah, crazy shit. And now, White Sky finally returns to the comic book review with issue number 4. This series was delayed by a month because they wanted to give Dork time to breathe, and then they had another series come out, Tigress Island, and so on and so forth. And a bunch of other comics were coming out too fast and stuff, that they wanted to give White Sky a little breathing room and stuff. So they decided we'll delay the issue number 4 for a month, which people said started taking it as a bad sign that it was gonna, the series is not turning out so good and stuff, which they were wrong, because the series has been fantastic, and delaying the issue 4 by a month, that's no problem. That was actually a good idea, because with Tigress Island out there, Dork, Rival, was it Rivals? Or something like that? There's a bunch of new comics that Image is just releasing over and over and over. Okay, that they're putting out more number 1s out there and everything, that you gotta give new series a little time to breathe, Otherwise, people will just become so entranced by every other series out there that they can't frickin' enjoy what they've already got in front of them. And we got the Summer of Supergirl issue number 1 special. This is actually a special one-shot that tells some stories in Supergirl, featuring Supergirl, Superboy, and so on and so forth. And it's a bunch of interesting little stories, and it doesn't tie into the new Supergirl movie, by the way. It's just her Supergirl in our universe, or DC version of our universe, okay, that she is just enjoying life. She's doing all sorts of things and stuff, and just enjoying herself and learning the ropes when it comes to the good guys to the bad guys kind of deal and stuff. And we got our Marvel previews, and we're gonna take that off of there. We don't need that on there. Throw that in there. We got our Marvel previews, and that's gonna go up there. And last but not least, we got, this is a double set. This one I can just do double. Okay, this is Transformers issue number 33, cover A and cover B. Now, a lot of people, and this is controversial by the way, don't like the fact that RC is now RC Magnus, and because Ultra Magnus bestowed the title upon her, along with giving her a new body and everything else in between. Elita 1, on the other hand, is now leader of the Autobots on Cybertron, and all the Autobots that were on Earth with Prime, okay, Prime is no longer Optimus Prime, because the matrix of leadership is now with Elita 1. And a bunch of craziness happened out of this once this happened, by the way. Because once this took place, lots of people dropped Transformers. Why? Because you had morons out there that started crying how Transformers has become woke. Yeah, because a female Autobot is now leader of the Autobots, and so on and so forth. And how Prime literally just gave in to her and stuff. Yeah, it was literally being titled as woke. Yeah. Those guys wouldn't know woke if it hit them, if they actually looked it up in the dictionary and slapped them in the face with it. So, yeah. They don't know the actual meaning. They just come up with their own bullshit. That's how it goes. Anyways, let's get on with our next batch and see what else we got for the month of June. Alright, up next, Absolute Catwoman. Now, this is not a full-blown series yet. This is just a mini-series. And I think it's only supposed to be like 5 or 6 issues, because Selena Kyle, Bruce's love here in the Absolute universe, which is proven. It is his love and stuff. Because in his own comic, they actually were in bed together and everything else in between after his horrendous problem that when he was stuck in Arkham, and Bane and that woman experimented on him and stuff, and Bane chopped off his arms, by the way. That was even sicker. Anyways, in this series, Absolute Catwoman, okay, she is being attacked by other Catwomen, and that's because of some girl from her past that came back and wanted help with something. She refused to do anything about it, and so on and so forth. So now she's a target by these other Catwomen, and she's literally having to fight all of them and to find out the truth about what's going on. Speaking of Absolute Green Lantern, seriously, Absolute Green Lantern issue 15. This series just gets better and better and better because now we got Absolute Sinestro coming. Unlike Absolute Sinestro, holy hell, we all know how Sinestro was in our own DC universe and stuff like that. Wait till you see Absolute Sinestro. Whoa! Anyways, we got our DC Connect previews, so now we don't need that over here. We'll put that with our Marvel. And Rook is back. Rook Exodus, issue number 10. And I gotta tell you, like all the Ghost Machine titles and stuff, this one just is so damn good. I mean, it's taking place in an apocalyptic wasteland and everything else in between, but at the same time, it's so good on the storytelling. It's reaching out there more and more with every issue, and it wants you to either hate the characters in it, or it wants you to love some of the characters and hate the bad guys that are in it. Either way, and I love this series, and I love the Ghost Machine titles. So, we're moving on now. Anyways, here's the final issue of Godzilla Infinity Roar. And the reason why it's called Infinity Roar is because Godzilla got his hands on the Infinity Stones. He literally is powered by the Infinity Stones. What? Yeah, it's crazy. And he's got others trying to steal the stones back and everything else in between. And Godzilla's just like, yeah, you ain't getting them. You ain't getting them. You know, I'm going to kill you all before you get anything from me. It's just like way overpowered. He's crazy off the chain. It's just perfect. Anyways, we got issue number 1 of X-Men 97 Season 2. Now, like X-Men 97 that came out before, the 4-part miniseries and stuff, this is another one that'll be a 4-issue miniseries and stuff. But it's also a go-between story that tells you some things that happen after the ending to X-Men 97 Season 1. Now, Season 2, on the other hand, is also showing how the X-Men that were transported throughout time, okay, literally are trying to find their way back. It's telling you stories about how what's going on while they're gone, but at the same time where they're all separated from at and stuff in the time-space continuum. Great series as always. X-Men 97, by the way, is on Disney Plus. If you have not watched it, watch it. It is the most freaking great series ever. The first season was a little here and there and stuff, but season 2 has been off to a banger of a start. So you need to watch that. Anyways, we got Transformers the Movie, issue number 1 of 3, and this is a reprinting of the Marvel miniseries they did back in the 80s. And the color, they redid the coloring on the pages and stuff. It's turned out fantastic. Again, I got this because to get the 3 original comics, it'll cost you anywhere between 30, 40, 60 or more to get it, okay? Especially if you want them in collector's grade, or like, you're not going to ever read these again and stuff like that. You want them for collectability purposes. Yeah. Anyways, this thing had like 5 different covers, okay? And one of them that my friend Sam, the producer, that, you know, from Council of Comics and stuff, okay, he got the one with Megatron and Optimus fighting on it and stuff. This one is like a symbolization of Transformers the Movie's poster and stuff, but only a little different. Either way, I can't wait to check it out and see how they did it, improving upon it, and everything else in between. Then we got Mark Spears' Monsters, issue number 0. Now, Mark Spears' Monsters has been running a freaking fantastic bunch of story involving the Universal Monsters. Okay, and along with terrors like Pennywise, you know, from Stephen King's It and so on. Only these clowns they're not like, they're like Pennywise, but they are a lot more like Rob Zombie's kind of, you know, clowns that he had in his movie 31. So, dangerous times and everything else in between. However, Mark Spears Monsters has been a fantastic run of a series. He just continues to put out banger after banger involving the Universal Monsters, involving characters like Van Helsing coming into it suddenly. I mean, it was just freaking awesome shit. And number 0, I think, is the start of a new series or season, as you will, because they did the same thing for Space Ghost. Okay, they started off with a new issue number 1 after his first run was done. First 12 issues were done, and annual number 1 for that first one. They're breaking them into like a season type TV kind of thing. So that might be the case for Mark Spears Monsters number 0. And we got Ghost Machine, the official guidebook, issue number 3 of 5. This has been a freaking great thing to have. If you want to get this, I suggest waiting until somebody on eBay lists it, or check with your local comic shops once it's all done, and get all 5 parts. This will fill you in on every Ghost Machine character out there, from Geiger to the Rockefellers, Halo and Hornsby, and so on. They inform you of every character that's out there in the Ghost Machine universe. And it's a great guidebook to have, kind of like it when Marvel and DC did their own guidebooks, if you will. Okay, now, we're done with that batch. One more to go. And we're going to throw that over there. Undo this. Pull those out. Throw that over there. Straighten out our comics here. And get on with the next ones. Okay, G.I. Joe, issue number 23. This is part of the Energon universe. And in the issue before this one, issue 22, Crystal Ball has been introduced into the Energon universe. And he's using the Energon to make the Joes and Cobras hallucinate and stuff, and using it to like bend their minds to break them and everything else in between. It's been fantastic how they are turning this series into something incredibly great. And speaking of Ghost Machine, Redcoat, issue number 18. Holy God, issue 18 already. Wow, this series has been going for the longest freaking time ever. Simon here is a redcoat back in the time of the frickin' Civil War and everything else in between. Or the British invading, you know, the British are coming kind of deals and stuff like that. He was cursed to live forever. Okay? He was cursed. He lives forever. So every place he's going to, every lifetime he lives through it all, never ages whatsoever. And he even had a wife and children at one point. And it's just like, that story was just terrible because, and I don't mean terrible like, you know, the story was just bad or anything else in between. No, I mean it was terrible in a sad way because his wife and children were killed. Okay? They were killed. They were murdered. And he goes after the guy who did it, but at the same time, he's the one that's he buries them, and he has nothing left anymore. So he has to continue walking the world through every century, every year, every day, anything else in between it, and never ages. Why? Because of this curse. Okay? But the series has been fantastic, and I highly recommend you check it out for yourselves. They're in trade paperback format right now. I believe they're up to volume 1, 2, and 3 at this moment. You would have to check on that and see for yourselves. And, oh boy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this one on camera. Well, maybe if we do it this way. We got Gun Honey Doubles Down, issue number 1 of 4. And, yes, I'm a Gun Honey fan. Okay, I love the series. It's for adults only kind of deal and stuff. But the series is also great. It's like a mix of James Bond, John Wick, and all that kind of other stuff. Because it's about female spies, male spies, so on and so forth. And how they're taking down groups like the Yakuza and everything else in between. And for Joanna Tan here, she is literally the main character of this whole thing. Okay, yes, we've had Hard Boiled with the fake redhead and everything else in between. Okay, but also the factors involved are all the stories come together. So even with Hard Boiled or whatever it's called exactly and stuff, Heat Seeker, excuse me. Even with those, okay, all the stories come together. Meaning that you got the fake redhead doing her stories, you got Joanna Tan doing her stories, and so on and so forth. They all come together. Now, on to the next. Silver Surfer, issue number 4. This is a reprint of the original series that came out in, I believe, the 60s? 60s? Yeah, 60s, I believe it was. And I've been getting it, much like the Fantastic Four ones and stuff like that. I've been getting these original ones in the reprinted format and stuff like that. Because these are the kind of comics that, you know, my mom and dad grew up with and stuff. My dad, when he saw the Fantastic Four ones I had and stuff, he was like, oh, I had that issue when I was your age and stuff, you know, when I was a kid and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. And he says those kind of comics are the things that, you know, started spurning on comic books in America and stuff before all the craziness of today and shit. And I was like, yeah, I know, Dad. That's why I kind of love these things. You know, it's nostalgia for me, but it's also something important to my mom and dad, or important to my dad for that matter, you know, because it's what he grew up with. It's what he read and stuff like that. Okay? Now, we got to undo you, because we got Murder Drones, issue number 4. Now, this series is almost over with. I believe there's only 2 more issues left, and it's based on an Amazon series that's going, a series on Amazon, I believe someone said once, and it's been actually pretty good. It's about these little robots that you know, are killers. They're meant for like tournaments and all that kind of shit, but at the same time they're being used as like assassins and everything else in between. So it's been a pretty good series. Anyways, we got Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 21. Again, the Absolute Universe has been amazingly great. I mean, Wonder Woman was a hit right off the bat, and it just continues banger after banger of a story going on. I mean, she was taking on Absolute Zatanna at one point. Wow. Yep. And we got Absolute Superman, issue number 20. And he is taking on Absolute Black Adam, and so on and so forth. And I believe this is supposed to be, what's his name from Peacemaker? Because in the Absolute Universe, peacemakers are considered the, you know, law enforcement, if you will. Okay? And so on and so forth. And finally, the final issue of Ultimate Endgame. Now, this had a major spoiled for everybody. I mean, literal spoiled. I mean, it was all over the internet before the frickin' issue even hit. And that's because Spider-Man in the Ultimate Universe, Ultimate Spider-Man, Peter Parker, was murdered by the Maker. Okay? By a Carnage, by him wearing the symbiote suit, the Venom symbiote suit, and made it into Absolute, or Ultimate Carnage, excuse me. And he killed Peter Parker. Okay? Well, apparently that didn't take or something, because Peter Parker of the Absolute, I keep saying Absolute, Ultimate Universe is alive and revealed towards the end of this final issue. And that was spoiled for everybody before the issue even hit. And people were pissed. I mean, seriously, a lot of people were pissed that some comic book news site or whatever spoiled it for everybody. And I said, on Twitter, when they were talking about it and stuff, I said, you know, this is why comic book companies should not give them advanced copies. Okay? Because they're going to shoot their fucking mouth off and let you know ahead of time, hey, this happens in this. You know? And that's the same thing with Tom King's Batman Rebirth run when he was on it and stuff. It spoiled the fact that they are not getting married. And everybody lost their shit. I mean, literally lost their shit. They were all over the internet saying about how Tom King is a fucking hack and everything else in between. And so on and so forth. I was one of them. I was so pissed off over that fucking shit. And I says, this is bullshit. You can't, what is it with these fucking companies and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I said a whole lot of ranting back then. Anyways, that's it for this one, Adventurous Ones. Sorry about all the profanity. You know, how I get excited and talk. Yeah, okay. Well, anyways, that's it for this haul for the month of June, people. Paul, reach out to me and let me know on that cover E for mask, because if it was one of those blind bag deals or something and I wasn't able to get it, or I missed the order thing for it or something, you know, then don't worry about it. But if it was something that I was supposed, you know, was able to order and it wasn't a blind bag deal, either way, let me know. Anyways, that's it for this one. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss on anything we still got coming up on this channel in 2026. There's always more on the way. You never know what's going to be on this channel unless you hit the bell and set it all. And if you want to be a part of our June, almost forgot again. If you want to be a part of our July giveaway going on right now for your chance to win a $10 gift card of your choosing if you win the giveaway duck race, that is, okay, head over to that video right now, follow that link. Wow, I don't even have a link to that video. Just follow yourselves over to that video. It's up on the channel right now and stuff, and make sure you follow the 3 rules of the video. They're simple rules to follow. 1, they're 2 most important. 3 is the really important one, but at the same time, they're 2 most important. 1, you need to be publicly subscribed to the channel. We double check all that when we're getting everybody ready for the end of the month giveaway. Number 2, make sure you have contact information upon your YouTube page, even if it's just your email address, so we can reach out to you if you've won the giveaway. Because if we already know who you are and stuff like that, okay, then we're friends with you on Facebook, Instagram, or something like that, we'll just reach out to you that way and go right then and there. But if you're someone new to our channel and you've never been a part of our races before and you win the giveaway or something, we got to have contact info on your YouTube page so we can get a hold of you. Okay, and finally, all entries must be in by July 29th, okay, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because we collect on July the 30th. We're collecting all names. We film the duck race after and get us a winner and contact said winner ahead of time so they know they won and what gift card they want and stuff, so we know we can get our hands on that gift card and get it sent to them on the 3rd of which is our payday, because this comes out of my own pocket, people. So anytime I do a giveaway and stuff of any kind, this is all coming out of my own pocket. I don't have no sponsorship deals going on. I don't have anybody that I brown nose or kiss ass with like a lot of those out there, okay, that get things for their giveaways and stuff. It's just me. Anyways, you got till July 29th, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to be entered into the giveaway. So make sure you follow the 3 rules of it, of the video, the giveaway video, and enter the hashtag Road to 1K. because we're on the road to 1,000 subs. We reach 1,000 subs, we're holding a big bunch of giveaway stuff going on. I'm going to be planning ahead on this stuff. Yeah, man, little by little, I'm probably going to start getting things together. As soon as we get close enough to that 1,000 mark, I'm going to be holding off a lot of giveaways. We're going to be doing a lot of freaking stuff. Anyways, until next time, peace out. May the force be with all of you. And every last one of y'all have a safe, lovely, and beautiful week out there. Take care of yourselves, your family, your friends, your pets, loved ones in general. And we're not living in safe times anymore, people, so don't do stupid shit and don't listen to stupid idiots either that are going to get you badly hurt or 6 feet in the ground forever, okay? The brains in your heads, people, they're there for more than just zombies to munch on, okay? Use them. Get them safely to the people that love and care about you the most, alright? And every single chance you have, because there are no more second chances. Use the ones you got while you got them, and use them wisely. And let those people in your life know how much you love and care for them in return. Until then, take care. God bless to all of you out there. Please remain safe. And we'll see you all later.